He's an honest man, and he's a good man.
Anybody that meets him, you almost have to like him.
He is a marvelous man all the way around.
Bubba Rasberry is a very special, unique individual.
I grew up on McCormick Street, 808 McCormick Street. There was chickens in the backyard. My father had a cow at the state fair in order that my sister and I had milk. I think probably in my business career and whatever success that I've had, I owe specifically to my father. And I've learned from him that you must give back. Regardless of your capacity, you must give back something. I followed my father and worked at the cemeteries, and I mowed the grass and dug the graves and swept the streets. Probably didn't get married early when everybody else did, right out of college or whatever, just because I was busy and quite busy, and I was having a lot of fun.
Bubba was a blind date. When I opened the door, he was in full Boy Scout regalia from top to bottom. At that point, I fell completely in love. Any man that would have the courage to dress up in that Boy Scout uniform and take a lady out on the third or fourth date, I think is a pretty courageous and adventurous kind of guy.
Some of the most joyful times that I've had in my life are what are the experiences that I've been able to share with my wife and son.
Clinton loves to hunt and fish with his daddy, and the times that we have shared together in Africa and Texas and in Arkansas, hunting and fishing and laughing together, has been some of our happiest times.
My first trip with Bubba was a family trip when he was accompanied by Kathy and his young son Clinton. During this time, I was very impressed with Bubba's ethical hunting behavior and his respect for the environment and wildlife.
There are a lot of things about Bubba that just all come back to the word of steady. He's always been very dependable. He's always been active.
We had any particular number of tough issues coming up at the time. I would always glance over to Bubba, who was always to my right and seated at the meeting, and I'd see that little mischievous grin, and he always looked like he had his hand in the cookie jar, and he probably did.
If you're secure and if you understand the business, and in my case, if you can run a backhoe and if you could weld and if you could do all that, you don't have any trouble explaining to people who are working with you if you can do it as well as they can.
He has a very straightforward approach in his business. He sees the big picture, and he usually cares about the people he's doing business with.
He's a man of his word. He is really a citizen of Shreveport-Bossier. He had the opportunity probably to go anywhere and decided to stay here. That tells you something.
He knows how to have fun. He does that very well.
He went through this diatribe at our luncheon one day, and he went on and on. He keeps embellishing it. It's on and on and on.
He took that little 5-year-old boy to see the Blue Angels and mix with the Blue Angels. Kid's never forgotten it. To this day, he calls Bubba Uncle Fun.
His father was a wonderful man and achieved great things. I think his father looks down upon Bubba with a very big smile on his face and a lot of pride in his heart.
He's just a good corporate citizen. He gives. He's not a taker. He's a giver. I wish we had more like him and make us a little better if we all did.
When one shares danger, discomfort, emotional highs and lows with someone, It is that time that the true character of their personality emerges. And in my books, let me say this, Bubba is a bloody good chap.
I can't think of a better friend that I have up in Shreveport than Bubba Rasberry. He's one of a kind, and I'm very, very proud to call Bubba Rasberry one of my dearest friends.
And as a father, he's brilliant. He's been so loving and so understanding. I think I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Bubba means everything in the world to me.